the average US household has internet speeds of only 15 megabits per second. We have seen in other cities what Google Fiber does and what cities create with it, and we are even more excited to see what happens in Atlanta. So with that, we're wondering if you wouldn't mind doing the very first live speed test here to officially open the space.
Tell me what to do.
So when you are ready,
I'm ready.
you press on the pad while it says with the cable, it will run a speed test. There we go. There we go.
I got it.
And so what it's doing right now is there are test servers where at the moment it's downloading information to see what speeds. Again, this is all compared to the average home that has speeds of 15 megabits per second. So you can see right now, we're talking about 40 to 60 times faster than that. Soon it's going to start doing the same uploading. One of the great features of Google Fiber is it is symmetrical internet speeds. So if you are creating, if you are sharing, if you are video conferencing, you want to be able to share information at the same speed you can download information. So as you can see, it's approaching the exact same speeds. We'll see where it ends up. So there we go. Thank you for officially making the Fiber Space Masters open.
Everybody here has to do this. This is the coolest. The only thing my daughter wanted to know is how fast she's going to be able to download Andy. She loves the Andy, except she calls it Amy, but that's what she wants to know.
Yeah, we are excited to see what Atlantans do with it, whether that is closing the digital divide, creating businesses, education opportunities, or even watching Power on Stars in high resolution. So we're excited to see. And we also know that you had some remarks that you wanted to share with everyone.
Sure.
You can take that to save it for the next person.
Well, I mean, I want to start. So we're doing. I go over here. First of all, I'm just waiting for Google to go into factory, because every time they do something, it's cool. And I was telling Chris in the mall that every time I come around y'all, it ended up costing me money because I go back to City Hall and I want something that I saw in the Google space. So please give a big round of applause for Google's deployment in the city of Atlanta. We have come a long way, and I really couldn't go further without thanking Kristen Wilson, who really led this effort and has been side by side with me the entire way. Please give her a big round. I call her the CEO of all things hard in the city, and so Chris, she's just been a terrific partner with you all and an essential element. So I really want to thank her and my senior team. We started in January of 2015 when we announced that Google Fiber would be coming to our city. And this morning I'm excited to say that Fiber is officially here. Sign-ups start today in the city of Atlanta for Atlanta families and businesses. Today we're celebrating the opening of this amazing space, the Fiber Space at Ponce City Market, one of our city's hottest shopping and dining destinations. So this is an appropriate place to be. Fiber Space will be state-of-the-art customer experience for residents and entrepreneurs who are looking to get connected. Potential customers will get to sample and test its speed right here, the way that I did a moment ago. And as we head into the future, Google Fiber's super-fast internet service will unlock a new wave of innovation across our city. And I'm excited to see where we're going to go together, because that's exactly what today is all about. It's a landmark day for our city because world-class internet speeds are essential for our growing tech and startup industry, and we're hearing announcements about that industry every single day. Google Fiber gives Atlanta another powerful asset for attracting new businesses and helping individuals and companies chase their dreams. Google Fiber has made great progress in the city of Atlanta this past year alone, laying the groundwork for its new service, which will require about, I want you all to hear this, 3,000 miles of fiber optic cable. You all see why I gave Kristen such a big shout out to start this speech, because she is the lead on the partnership with Google. That intense labor is now coming to fruition as some customers in the Old Fourth Ward Virginia Highlands and Midtown East will be connected before, listen to this, the end of the day. Y'all can clap for that. Thank you. They're not the only neighborhoods getting access to this extraordinary service. This marks an important moment for Atlanta because Google Fiber represents so much opportunity for our city. It's been said that Atlanta is a city of dreamers, and Google Fiber is a part of the infrastructure for the next generation of dreams. Fiber internet service will be the 21st century version of the railroad, the highway, the phone line in your home. In that regard, it's much more than a nice extra for people to have. It will be an essential tool needed to compete in the 21st century economy. And the city of Atlanta, because of this partnership, is going to be at the center of it. As history has shown us, everyone needs access to the right tools in order to build their future. It's only fair and equitable. Yet there remains a stark divide in our country and in Atlanta. Today we take another step towards ending it. While many of us have no problem affording at-home internet access, there are thousands more who need these resources. I believe that Google Fiber will help take down these barriers by making internet access affordable and available to more people. We want to set up every one of our residents for success in this rapidly connecting world. Google Fiber will also make high-speed internet access available to businesses. And lastly, the reason that I'm really excited is, today we had a pretty big announcement because we announced that the Martin Luther King corridor had received a $10 million Tiger grant from President Obama's administration to revitalize a long-challenged corridor that happens to run through the Atlanta University Center. And so right now, Atlanta is having all of these moments of community where good things are happening in all of these different parts of the city that are really lifting communities and neighborhoods up in a way that I have not seen during my time, and I've been here all of my life. Today is special because what I just tweeted out as I pulled into the parking lot is today shows what happens when amazing people have a common vision that will improve things for our community. I remember meeting with Chris and meeting with Amal, and I remember traveling to the Google campus and talking about Google Fiber and the amount of cooperation and coordination it was going to take to get to this point. And that's the real reason why I wouldn't be anywhere else today, because today is a signal and a symbol of Atlanta as one of the leading cities in the United States of America, and soon we will be one of the leading cities in the world. And Google Fiber choosing our city is an important signal about what we are today and what we are going to become. Right now, I think, Chris, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I think we have the largest Google Fiber deployment underway in the United States of America. So I hope everybody in the country hears that and knows what that means, because we're just getting started. And when we're done with the mission that we're working on right now, thousands, hundreds of thousands of people's lives are going to be actively changed and improved. And Chris, for that, I'm very, very grateful to Google Fiber for choosing Atlanta. Thank you.